Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening. I want to welcome everybody to Let's Talk Trucking. Tonight it's going to be a very special episode. We're bringing on one of my brothers, business partners, good friend. We grew up together, and he's really doing his thing, with the box trucks down in Baton Rouge, running under his own authority. Been doing it for a minute now. Major issue transports. We have Dedrek on the episode tonight, aka Issue. So I'm excited about that. How's everybody doing tonight? So tonight's episode really just going to be focused kind of on running under your own authority. So over here at Pelican Logistics, we actually run under someone else's authority, but with major issue transports, they run under their own authority. So they'll be able to give us a little bit more insight about the day-to-day operations, what it takes to get your own authority, and just, overall input.
Yeah.
Issue, what up, boy?
What up? You can hear me, huh?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to the show, bro.
What's on? What is that?
What's up, man? You want to introduce yourself? I've kind of already given a little bit of insight to what today's episode will be about. But I give you a chance to introduce yourself.
Alright. Look, my name Dedrek. You know me, Dedrek. Yes, Ron. I got two companies, one Pelican Logistics with you and
All right.
two other owners. And I got a box truck company with me and my mom's on it. Major Issue Transports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what you got going on over there with Major Issue Transport. Oh,
Uh well, currently with Major Issue Transports we got a couple contracts. Tonight we running three trucks with JW Logistics with Amazon. Today will be the first day we run with Amazon route.
okay.
We got a contract with Cons. We do appliances and furniture. You know, we got another contract with Freight Right US Pack. We do straight appliances or whatever. We do straight
Okay.
appliances like refrigerators, washers, dryers, dishwashers, and we install microwaves.
Okay.
Yeah,
And go ahead.
other contract we got, it's the same contract as Cons on the top hat. Is Wayfair. We do Wayfair and Hammond. We also do Wayfair and Home Depot for JW. And that's what Freight Right or US Pack, they do GE products and Home Depot products.
So when you talk about JW, Freight Right, I know Amazon. Are these just like large shippers that you working
Yeah,
with?
they kind of like a middleman. Let's say like Top Hat contracted the Cons and Wayfair, which then they contract trucks, independent contractors or whatever. US Pack do the same thing. That's a whole nother middleman besides Top Hat. Top Hat middleman, let's say, we're gonna say Top Hat does in Louisiana, they middleman Wayfair and Hammond, and they do Cons in Baton Rouge. They do Cons in Monroe in Louisiana.
So
Also,
that,
go ahead.
so they get the contracts with like the big shippers, and then they bring other people on to help them with the volume.
Right. As for they contracts, they got the big contract and then they contract independent contract.
Okay.
Like,
So they take a little percentage.
yeah, I don't know what the percentage, but we all know they make money.
Yeah.
So
Everybody got to make money.
don't
All right, man.
nobody don't nobody do nothing for free, man. You know that.
Man, I definitely appreciate you being on the show tonight, bro. I know you're a busy man.
Oh man, ain't about nothing.
Uh, okay, all right. So yeah, I know you got major issue transports.
Can you tell me how you got or tell us how you got started in it and what made you decide to kind of go into box trucks and then on top of that to go ahead and get your own authority?
Uh, well, I got into the box truck because of my next door neighbor. He was doing box trucks, and then my other next door neighbor picked it up from him. So
Who, Pat?
Pat,
Uh-huh.
Patrick, and when and TJ Tim, you did him a couple weeks ago.
hmm What up, Tim?
Yeah, so they pulled me into the box truck. I started just by buying the truck first and kind of running under TJ and learning, and then once I learned, because TJ was running under somebody else, and I didn't want to run under nobody else. I wanted to be my own contractor. I wanted to control what I get paid and what I choose to do. You know,
Exactly.
besides,
And so by you not running under your own authority, you kind of had to. You didn't have as much leeway. You didn't have as much. I guess like the technical word would be authority over what your business did, right?
right, right.
And as far as like what percentage you would take and how much money you would make per load, you kind of have a little bit more decision making with making those decisions, right?
Right, I don't know what happened to the camera, man. It
Let me
went out.
let me see what's going on.
Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. You might have to invite me back. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. So let me get Issue back on the line. But listen, we want this to be interactive. This is all educational. This is for people who are interested in getting into the trucking industry, interested in getting into box trucks, whether it be box trucks, semis, you want to run under your own authority, don't want your own authority. This is all educational, so we want to make sure that y'all are asking questions if you have them. And if we know the answer, we'll get with you. And if we don't know the answer, it's something that we can look up and we can research. This should be a learning opportunity for everyone together. Let me get Issue back on. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, man. I don't know what happened
Yeah,
with the camera or whatever.
man, probably Wi-Fi or something, bro. Ain't no problem.
Yeah.
So where were we, man?
Why I got into the own authority, my
Okay.
own authority, whatever.
So
And
you wanted to have like more power, more say so over your business.
right. I mean, it wasn't even that too though. A lot of contracts I was finding doing my research trying to find contracts because Louisiana don't have that many contracts. So, but a lot of contracts require you to have a $1 million policy on top of $1 million policy. You need an additional $1 million policy. You need work.
All right. So
It's such.
when you talk about $1 million policy, kind of break it down because this is for people who don't know anything about the insurance necessary or any of that. So when you say $1 million policy, what you mean?
They require you to have in case you go, let's say you have a wreck or somebody hit your truck, and then you whatever damages that you cause, the companies want you to be able to at least have insurance enough to cover $1 million worth of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't just want $1 million worth of damage. Just in case $1 million is not enough, they want you to have another additional $1 million on top of your first $1 million policy.
Yep.
So, that's what they require you for. And then if you go in somebody's house or you flood their house or you damage their house or you blow up somebody's house or whatever, they want you to have at least $1 million worth of insurance on
I
top
mean,
of, yeah,
and so not only you, like you said, you can damage property, but you also dealing with some big vehicles, some big equipment. So you could
right.
really hurt somebody.
Because picture this, you going down the interstate, somebody might just run into your truck just because you're a company truck thinking they're going to get paid. If I hit him, I'm going to get paid.
Yep.
So,
And know they're gonna
let
get
me,
some money out of it.
right. So they'll just try. People cut you off all the time, try to make you run into them just because they want to, they want to get a
Mm-hmm.
big, payout on a lawsuit. So
No doubt.
you need to have that coverage.
All right. So So you needed that $1 million insurance when you got your
Right,
authority.
right. Which that's one of the hardest things about the that's why a lot of people don't do it because for them to have that much insurance, let's say my insurance is around right now, I think I'm paying like 3,200 a month for every month for insurance. Like people don't have that kind of money to put down on insurance, and
Mm-hmm.
then mind you, when you put that much down, because the first my insurance just restarted, so my first payment was like $4,000. The first payment always the highest, so
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
and then after that is it's not just like let's say my progressive probably like 2,200 every month, but then you gotta have workers comp and you gotta have the other. It's just it's like four different insurance that you need to have.
Mm-hmm.
But every company have their own requirements than other companies. So
So it really gets a lot more expensive once you kind of get into getting your own authority, right?
right, it's more expensive. So but that's the only way that you gonna make the other contracts. The contract is gonna hire you if you have the insurance to cover your loads, you cover
Mm-hmm.
your trucks, cover your workers. So that's the hardest part. Like if you don't have the money to get in, then you know, mind you, you gotta have the money, you gotta have the routes, you gotta have the insurance, and you gotta have the routes. You could
Because if
buy
your
a
truck
truck,
ain't, yep,
your truck ain't moving, and you ain't getting making no
you
money.
ain't making no money, you can't pay no insurance.
Right, you can't pay the insurance, so you gotta find your way in there. Like you gotta as soon as you get your truck and get your in, you gotta keep rolling. Sometimes you may take losses, sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
might win, but you can't stop because if you stop, then you're gonna go negative. The game you can't go negative for nothing.
So what you saying is there is some risk associated with trying to get out there and get your own authority.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
So, cause I even try to help my workers out with game like. If you, cause my workers, of course, everybody want to be their own contractor. They don't want to work for nobody. But mind you, you could get your own insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could pay
Mm. I think the camera connection might be, or the internet connection might be messing up again.
hello.
Listen, let me. I'm gonna hang. Okay, I think it came back. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I
can hear
think that
you.
I think the connection had cut out again. What did you
Oh
just?
yeah,
What's the last thing you said? I don't think anybody could
I'm
hear you.
saying so. Oh, you can hear me?
Well, let me
You
hang
can
up
hear me
with you and
now?
I'll call you right back.
All right, 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 all right. Yeah, you can hear
What
me
up? What
now?
up? All right, I got you.
Yeah, I was
So,
saying. Go ahead.
well, now I was gonna say we got a question. Crew Dre, he says, what if you own a truck and just want to rent it out?
Yeah,
So, I mean, you could really do that
you can do that with 18
with
wheelers
your own
too.
authority, or if you don't have authority,
Yeah, you can
right?
rent. Yeah, if your truck's sitting down, you can rent your truck. You can rent, cause Kevin just asked me that. He asked me that the last couple of weeks. He asked me if he buy a truck, how can he rent it out? I mean, you could rent your truck out to
All you
anybody.
gotta do, if you just find a driver who wants to drive, just rent it out, and figure out what percentage you or what rate you want to charge them.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother game too. Yeah, you charge percentages on other people.
Or
You know.
really, you don't even need your own authority for that. You could run under somebody else's authority. You could lease under somebody else's authority, and that way, all they do is take a percentage, and all you have to do is find a driver. You'd be pretty much hands off if that's what you want to do.
Hey, you got me?
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Now, what you were saying?
No, so just responding to his question, there's a few different ways you could go about it. You know, as far as leasing your truck out, you could lease under somebody else's authority, and that way all you have to do is find a driver, pay them a percentage, you carry a percentage, and then you can run your truck like that. Uh, basically, your truck's not gonna move without a driver, right?
Right.
So
So
if,
not.
if you can find a driver, then I mean you can get your truck going. It doesn't really take very much to rent it out.
Yeah. If you could find a driver, that's like one of the hardest things to do.
Man,
A decent driver.
we were just talking about that earlier.
Yup. You know how I feel about that.
All right, so when it comes to finding drivers, and
What up?
and you have a lot of experience because you've been on this side with Pelican Logistics as far as running under somebody else's authority, and you have with Major Transport, you have your own authority. So as far as finding drivers and maintaining drivers, is it pretty much the same, you think, across the board?
Yeah. Dealing with people. You know how I say dealing with niggas. Yep.
Hmm
Pretty
And
much
so
the same thing, sir.
basically, like the day-to-day things you deal with. You know, we could tell stories all day, bro. We could tell stories all day. Uh, you know, it's important. Like we said, your truck's not gonna move without your drivers. It's important to keep your drivers happy. But when it comes to vetting your drivers, figuring out who's a good fit for your company, figuring out who actually has the experience they say that they have, you got to be careful. You got to be thorough when you're bringing these drivers on because everybody's not gonna necessarily be honest about the
Everybody
type
lie
of
for,
experience they have.
yeah, they lie to get a job, man.
Everybody trying to make some money.
Right.
Hmm
Right.
So you
Exactly.
got any crazy stories recently, man?
I don't want to put none of my workers on blast because they probably watching the live, yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Uh,
Getting into this industry though, it's always gonna be
but
a crazy
like,
story.
I'm tired of 'em- I'm tired of workers hitting trees, bro. That's what I'm really sick and tired of, man. Like,
And that's about the second time in the last couple of weeks, huh?
man, I done had them hit like I think so far I done had 5 or 6 trucks hit trees since March. That sucked, man.
I know. So
That
that
sucked,
slows
dog.
you up. You can't make money for a few days.
I
You
mean,
got to
I
do
just go get
repairs.
another. Yeah, I just go rent another truck, man. To be honest.
Okay, and that brings us to another point:
What that is.
renting or leasing trucks versus going out and buying a box truck cash.
Okay, okay. Be honest with you. Right now, this is one of the biggest things that I'm trying to deal with. Renting trucks. Cause I'm renting right now. I got 3 trucks rented. Cause I got my truck need a new transmission. But renting trucks is not a smart idea. Cause I spend 9 grand a month on renting trucks when that could be 9 grand in my pocket every month. That's 9 grand that I miss that I could be making, but I'm spending it on truck rentals.
And
That sucks.
to buy a box truck cash, you're looking at what maybe 25, 20, between 20 and 30 for a decent truck.
I bought my truck for 7,000 when I bought it, but
Okay, so you said
that was
7,000.
that was lucky. Like Pat right now got his truck for sale for 15,000. You see what I'm saying? I see
But
trucks
even
online about 24,000, 25, to all the way about 34,000 a
but
used truck.
when you were paying 9,000 a month, pretty much in 2 months you could have bought you a nice truck. You could have bought you a truck in 1 month. You know, if you're looking at a
Exactly.
truck $7,000.
Exactly. Yeah. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
But even when buying trucks, you never know what you're buying. So you gotta have you a good mechanic on deck to check the truck out. You don't want to buy a lemon,
Mm-hmm.
and that's gonna be a bigger headache. So you can make money off the rentals, but that really sucks, man. I
I,
ain't,
I think the only real good thing about the rentals is they cover maintenance.
Yeah,
But
rentals you don't have to worry about maintenance. Pretty much, it's just drop it off on the time and get another one. Like so that's the best thing about rentals. A tire go flat, something happen, they come get the truck, and you don't have to worry about that. You just get another one.
hmm
And, but they very expensive. At first, rentals was more than 9,000 a month. It's just that by being in contract now with Wayfair, I could use Wayfair rates, which the rentals are cheaper than they normally are, but they
so what
still,
they have a contract with like a rental company, and
yeah,
so you just get the rates they get.
right, right. For all the rental companies, they got Wayfair got special rates from Ryder to Penske to Budget to Enterprise.
Yeah, I think we got a special rate. I want to say off of that mattress contract that we were trying to start out here.
Oh, they talking about
When I
Mattress
when I
Firm?
went up there, yeah, I think Enterprise are kind of giving us a special rate. Oh, they gave us a special rate because of you, because
Yeah,
of major issue transports.
because they on the Wayfair. That's all. So
Okay.
it's cool. I mean, it's cool. It changed the rental from like 140 to 105 a day. I mean, it's $35 cheaper, but it add up though.
That could be money in your pocket.
Right. Exactly.
hmm
Exactly, man.
Uh, anything else you want to educate the people on, man? As far as your own authority, we got the insurance goes up. Uh, as far as paperwork, the paperwork really isn't too extensive going into getting your own authority, is it?
Um,
But shit, man,
um,
it's gonna be paperwork with everything, bro.
as far as the paperwork, I mean, it's just basically getting your own authority is basically getting your DOT number and getting an MC number, and then once you get a DOT, MC, which really makes it your own authority, is you just having $1 million policies and stuff. The
hmm
insurance is what makes it your own authority, because you can, you can afford your own insurance. You don't have to run under nobody else's insurance. That's all. You know.
So, Crew Dre wants to know, do you have to bid for your contracts? That you get. As far
No,
as the Pelican, we don't have to bid for our contracts because we run under an independent carrier. So they're the ones that pretty much get the contracts or they work off of the load board. But as far as for what y'all doing over there in Baton Rouge, what you got issue?
I mean, you don't, like you said, it's the same thing. I don't bid for the contract. Top Hat would be the person. The person that I'm contract, they bid on the contract on a nationwide scale. Like they bid against like JB Hunts. Like Top Hat just beat JB Hunts out this contract in Port Allen. So for so they own it, but I think they got it for a year. I'm
hmm
contracted to them.
You
So
said Top Hat beat JB Hunt?
yeah, they outbid
Damn.
JB Hunts. So JB Hunts lost their spot in Lafayette. And then well, Lafayette is now in Port Allen. They all one big warehouse now. So they lost to Top Hat,
Okay.
So those are the people who would
We're gonna
bid
bid
on
on
the.
the contract.
Now, what I want us to do, like with Pelican Logistics, I mean, in the future, I would like us to get big enough that we don't have to contract to somebody like Top Hat, that we could be Top Hat and we
And
go
we could bid
around
on
and
our own
bid.
contract. Yeah.
Yeah, on a nationwide scale, like, we,
And honestly, bro, I don't think that's too far off for us, man.
it ain't too far off. I
It's really
mean,
not.
look at ADA. I feel like ADA, they don't really, all they do is send they work, like you said, they look at the low boys and they contract to other people. They don't really do too much. Like they might have, well, how many trucks you think ADA got for themselves? Like for them,
That they own?
yeah, they own.
I don't think very many, bro.
So
Maybe not over 5 trucks.
so if they don't own over 5 trucks, I mean they can't be no bigger
But
than,
you could, well, I mean, they might have 40, 60 trucks leased onto them.
right,
So that's the
right,
thing. Once you have your own authority, you can get people to lease onto your company, on under your MC number, your DLT number.
right.
So then you can charge a percentage of what they make per load.
Yeah, I could subcontract right now.
Exactly.
I could get other trucks to come up under me and charge them like anywhere 15-20% for their loads. and they could just run up under me, and I take the 20% just to put down on my insurance.
And there's not really even a limit to how many trucks can run under you, right?
No, it's not. It depends on how you do it. It's the right way and it's the wrong way. You know.
All right, and that's a shit show.
It's
So
the
you got
right way.
so I mean, don't be greedy.
Nah, I know the
For
game. If you
y'all out
do it the
there.
right way,
If
yeah, you do it the right way. You got to pay $3,000 per truck. But I know some, some tricks and trades you could.
and just for those people who aren't really familiar with getting people to lease on under, whatever they do, if they leasing on under your authority, it affects your DOT number.
Yeah. So if they go tell your DOT number, that affects you. So you gotta be well who you let run under you. So
Yeah, man. With that, they got the new Amazon warehouse out here in Houston,
I ain't know
right out here by Pearland, bro.
what they doing. Box
Hope,
trucks or 18 wheels. They
man, they
doing
got
both.
box trucks, 18-wheelers, vans, Sprinter vans, everything over there, bro. We really need to come out here
Yeah, I need to check that out,
and
man.
start doing some running some box trucks out here with Amazon. It's a lot of work out here in Houston, bro.
Right.
But that's something we'll talk about, of course. Uh, well, man, I really appreciate you coming on, man, giving us some knowledge about having your own authority, giving us some knowledge about what you got going on in major issue transports.
Right.
Uh, I don't know if everybody knows this, but you are one of the owners of Pelican Logistics. We brothers, we been business partners in several different ventures
Right.
over the years, and hopefully, not even hopefully, man, we're about to make some more things happen and continue to elevate in the industry and just keep on being innovative.
Right.
So hopefully this ain't the last time you come on and holler at us, man. We
Oh man, we
gonna
could do this again, man.
okay.
I feel like we just scratched the surface. There's a lot of stuff to be
It's
talked
a lot,
about.
but it's something we could talk about every week, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. We could talk about a lot, man.
Yeah, so y'all give us input. Let us know what y'all want to know about. Let us know what kind of content you're looking for. Uh, check the IG page, Pelican Logistics _LLC.
Right.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Go to YouTube, like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll be bringing y'all some more info. Ish, I appreciate you coming on, bro.
I'm finna
Bless you,
go get
bro.
some sleep, man, so I can do this Amazon, man.
Get you some sleep. I know you gotta be up early.
Yeah, they start at 2 a.m., man.
Life
Let's
of a
get
hustler, bro. Let's
it.
get it.
All right, man. I'm
All
gonna
right,
hit
well,
you up.
bet that up.